All right, hopefully we're ready to go. This little lecture is about how to take what you've cut and put it into a book. And then I'm going to follow that up with actually how to kind of do the book work. So first off, some of the material you're going to need are pages like these, which I just cut out of folders. Now, for you guys, if you look back over here in this cabinet, up at the very, very top, you will see little black books, and on top of those little black books are some of these pages, okay? So some of the pages I already cut and they're single. Some of the pages are like this and they're combined like that. If you get one of these, you're gonna have to take scissors and cut it to where they're both the same size. Everybody will need two of these, okay? Now, there's not enough books right now for everybody to have one at the same time, but you guys are going to finish at different times, and so you'll be able to practice at different times. So you'll need two individual sheets of these. You will need a pair of scissors. You will need some of the tape. Now, where's this located? If you look right back over here in this corner, you will see that that's where the tape is, and there's scissors there as well. So that's where you'll be able to find those materials. So 2 sheets of paper, scissors, tape. All right, so here's what you're gonna have to do. Once you get your 5-minute cutting turned into me, the next step is to take that 5-minute cutting and you're gonna shrink it down to a 1-minute cutting. Now this 1 minute does not include your introduction. So if your intro is 30 seconds long, you still need a minute between the teaser and your piece, okay? So let's pretend like this is your script in its entirety, right? And up here's your teaser, and then there's your intro in there. Now, if you'll notice, if I take this, a page this size, and I was to print it, it would not fit in this book. The words would go over the edge. See? So what you have to do is you have to, once you get your cutting down to 1 minute, you are going to have to put it from this format. You're going to go to layout and you're going to turn it into landscape. So this is landscape. And then instead of 1 column, you're going to make it 2 columns. So at the end of it, it will look like this. So this is landscape 2 columns. And the reason you do this is now you can see that this would fit within the book. All right. So once I've done this, and if you'll notice, I have my teaser. I go ahead and write my intro out. And guys, your teaser and the intro that you have for the actual performance part of this will be the same ones that you put in for the 5-minute cutting, right? So you can use the same teaser, same intro. All I'm asking you to do now is on that performance, I want you to take, if your teaser is 15 seconds long, now you got to come up with about 45 seconds of other stuff you can pick from anywhere in the story to perform that piece. So your teaser will go on 1 page. So once I get this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my scissors. I'm going to cut out what I think is my teaser. I'm going to take my sheet of paper and my tape, and I'm going to tape it across the top and the bottom so it looks like this, okay? This is my teaser, all right? Then below that, I can either hand write or I can go ahead and copy, cut out my intro. And I'm going to put it right below that. That'll be one of my pages, okay? So it'll have my teaser at the top, then my intro, all right? Then what I'll do with the rest of this is the 30 seconds to 45 seconds of the cutting I decided. I will take that, I'll put this on my second sheet. The reason I'm doing this is I want you to have at least 1 page turn in your story, okay? So we do this. So now, this is the way it'll look. You'll have your teaser, your intro, and then your 30 to 45 second cutting. We'll take these and we will put them in the book. Now this book is ready to perform. So the next step is once we have it in here, you'll see there's my teaser, my intro, and then there's my actual cutting, all right? So next, this is what you'll do tomorrow or today, Wednesday, because I'm not here. Now to print, you can just use, hopefully, I think you guys can print to that back printer. Only print the landscape, 2 columns, so everybody should only have to print 1 page to cut out of, okay? And then get the pages and get it in the book, all right? So now we're gonna practice the actual performance of a book, all right? So bear with me as I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna move this to an actual performance. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and use the book that I did that has the entire cutting in it. We read this the other day, okay? And so this may look a little odd and it's gonna take some practicing. One of the things you can do, and I'm wearing a black shirt, which is not a good background for this. Oh well, there's nothing I can do. Well, you know what I'll do? I'll take this off. There, now you can probably see it a little better, all right? So, we're here at a triangle, okay? So this is the top of the book. This is how the book opens. So the top of the book goes this way at a point here. My fingers are inside the book to the very first page, all right? Like this. And we'll have to practice this when I come back in on Friday, but I at least want you to see what it looks like. And you can watch other people do it. So you'll stand like this with the point up. Notice how it makes a triangle or a diamond, I guess. When the judge says you're ready, you will take the top of the book, you'll slide it down, hold it like this, and not flop the book open, don't do this, but you'll take your finger that's in there and you will push the book open, all right? Now, when you're reading your piece, remember it has the illusion of reading. And when you do this performance, it should be memorized 90%, right? You only want to look down about 30% of the time. You want to look up 70% of the time, okay? So you notice how I'm holding the book in one hand. You can see it like this. You notice also the angle of the book is not here where the audience can see my book. It's like this. Believe it or not, this takes practice to do. If some of you struggle, you can take the pinky down here, and for some people that helps hold it, okay? But again, even people with really small hands with practice can hold it like this, okay? So I would do my teaser, which was, it's getting late on a school night, but I'm not letting my son go to bed yet because he has serious work to be done. Robert, come to the kitchen right now and blow dry your ant. That's the teaser. Now I shut my book for my introduction because these are my words, not the author's words. And when I open the book, that implies that those are the author's words. Notice how I closed the back when I did it. Get your ant. I pinch with my thumb on the outside, my forefinger in, and I shut it and pull it to my chest at the same time. I will deliver my intro from here, okay? Your intro, I'm not going to give you an intro because I want you to use your intro. It should, obviously, this is a humorous piece, so your intro should have some humor in it, maybe make the judges laugh a little bit, a little joke, something about being a parent. And then, of course, at the very end, you would say, Food for Thought by Dave Barry. Now, when I go to open my book, I push my finger open again. Now, for you guys who only have one page, you're going to have to do a page turn. And I will show you how to do the page turn. It's a little different. You want to pinch at the top. I don't know, you're not going to be able to see this probably. Pinch at the top, slide your finger down to the bottom, and then smoothly turn it. So again, it's at the top, slide down, turn it. Don't do this. This is what you'll see some people do. So from this angle, you'll see how it looks. I'll do the last line and then do a page turn. Or possibly even a mutant lobster. We've made our ant out of paper mache, okay? So when I'm done with my piece, I've finished the book, all right, finished the prose. I'm at the very end. I'm going to do a pause at the end. Don't just shut your book like that. You'll see a lot of people do that. Don't do that. You want to end, give it a beat, and then close your book and give it another beat. So it'll look a little like this. Who's gone to bed, leaving me to finish, to blow dry the ant. Thank you. Okay, notice again, to close it, I reach across. My thumb is on the outside. I close it nicely back to this point right here, and that's it. Now this is going to take some practice, and maybe seeing it on video isn't working well for you, but once you learn it, it's not difficult to do, and it kind of makes you stand out amongst other people who are just flipping pages and closing books like that. All righty. So hopefully that will help you with Wednesday's assignment. So the goal is to make sure, one, that you get your cutting turned in, the 5-minute cutting, and then start working on your actual performance piece Wednesday. And then Friday, I have a schedule to perform. Some of you may be ready to go there, but me not being here Wednesday, I may push that back until Monday. I'll give you through the weekend, and you guys can practice in here working with me and ask me questions, okay? Hopefully that gets you guys all straight.